Now, I know that this trend has died down for quite some time, but I still wanted to do it. Anyways, you have beaten 8 gym leaders, so you have some confidence. But let's see if that's confidence or cockiness. Because after stocking up on items and healing your Pokemon, you enter the Pokemon League. You are in a bright room with only 2 things in it: a pipe and a sign. You go and read the sign that says enter. You go to the pipe and enter it, Mario style. After going in the pipe and falling all the way through, you land on a pillow. Very large pillow. Anyways, you see a child that seems around 13 years old, and around him are some weird things. By the way, I forgot to say that all of the Elite Four members are based on people who are/were my friends. Behind the child, there's a pipe that looks identical to the one you just fell through. You go to the child and he says, "Hello, I'm Glenn. I'm a friend of the champion, and now I'm also a member of the Elite Four. Who are you?" "Oh, you're probably a challenger. Let's battle." The battle begins. Delev sends out a level 62 Delphox. Delphox knows Mystical Fire and Psychic for some stab, Sunny Day because why not, and Solar Beam to take care of some of its weaknesses while utilizing the sunlight. Delphox has the ability Magician. Right now, you're probably wondering what will be this obviously Psychic-type trainer's next Pokemon. Well, Delev sends out a level 62 Flareon. Wait, Flareon? Am I reading this correctly? Yeah, it's Flareon. Apparently this is a Fire-type trainer, not a Psychic-type trainer. Flareon knows Flare Blitz for some stab, Protect, you'll see why soon, Sunny Day for all the fire moves on this team, and Swagger because Swagger is annoying. Flareon has the ability Guts because it does not know a special attack. It holds the leftovers to heal from the recoil of Flare Blitz. That's why it's known. It knows Protect. After you defeat Flareon, Delev sends out a level 62 Salazzle. Salazzle knows Toxic to badly poison any Pokemon you send out, because the only ability Salazzle can have is Corrosion. Anyways, Salazzle also knows Flamethrower for some stab, Venoshock for both for stab and to make use of the poison, and Nasty Plot because she's a special attacker. But you, of course, defeat Salazzle. So Delev sends out his level 62 Arcanine that, oh my goodness, it uses Inferno Overdrive. Well, now that that's over with, Arcanine knows Fire Fang for some stab and for what just happened. It knows Sunny Day, in case Flareon's Sunny Day is over by now, Bulldoze for those pesky rock types, and Extreme Speed to finish off opponents with a low HP. Arcanine's ability is Intimidate, and its item is obviously Fire EMZ. Now that you somehow beat Arcanine, Deleve sends out his most powerful Pokemon, a level 64 Houndoom, with the moves. Oh my god, is that Mega Evolution? Well, apparently it's Mega Houndoom. Mega Houndoom knows Flamethrower and Dark Pulse for, you know what, you probably get the gist of it by now. It knows Sunny Day for obvious reasons. And lastly, it knows Solar Beam in case any of you Pokemon that are good against fire types made it this far. Houndoom's ability is Flash Fire. Mega Houndoom's ability is Solar Power. And its item is obviously Houndoominite. You know what? I have a feeling that from now on all teams will include a Pokemon with a Z Crystal and a Pokemon with a Mega Stone. But you defeat Deleve, so he says, "Wow, you won! You're really good! Now go down this pipe to get to the next room!" And he points at the pipe behind him. You go down the pipe and see absolutely nothing. Other than the small figure of a human, you don't see anything. The room is completely dark. You do the only thing that seems possible, and that's going to the human. You talk to the human, and he seems to not care at all that the room is dark. The person says, "Hello, I'm an A. I'm a friend of the champions, and he gave me a spot in the Elite Four. I was always drawn to the dark type, and so I designed this room after that. I'm assuming you're here to battle me. Let's do it then." Obviously his name isn't actually NA, but I never asked if I could use his real name, so I just went with that. The battle begins! Oh, sorry. The battle begins, as it's written on my script. I forgot an exclamation point. NA sends out his first Pokemon, a level 62 Sableye. But after you attack it, it starts transforming. It's actually a level 62 Zoroark that knows Flamethrower because if it sees a bug, it just wants to kill it with fire! Shadow Ball, so you believe that it is a Sableye. Sunny Day for the Flamethrower, and Night Days for reasons I went over previously. After you defeat Zoroark, NA releases his level 62 Weavile that knows Fake Out for starting the battle with damage on the opponent, Swords Dance for its physical attacks, Night Slash for the S word, and Poison Jab for fairies. Weavile's ability is Pickpocket. But after you punch Weavile, NA sends out a level 62 Malamar that knows Superpower because it's really good combined with Contrary, Swagger because it's annoying, Topsy-Turvy because after Swagger is over, the opponent is left with an attack boost, and Psycho Cut for the S word. Malamar's ability is, as I mentioned, Contrary. But you of course beat Malamar, so NA sends out his level 62 Hydreigon that knows Dark Pulse for Black Hole Eclipse, Dragon Pulse for you know what, Flash Cannon for fairies, and Flamethrower for the coolest type of all, ice. Hydreigon's ability is Levitate, and its item is, Research Black Hole Eclipse. Now that you defeated nearly all of NA's team, he sends out his level 64 Sableye. Mega Sableye, to be exact. Mega Sableye knows Fake Out for the head start, Knock Off and Shadow Claw for some stab, and Will-O-Wisp to burn. Sableye's ability is Prankster for the Will-O-Wisp. Mega Sableye's ability is Magic Bounce because it has to be. Its item is Sableye. Duh. Well, you beat NA, and he says, "Well done. You have defeated my Dark-type Pokemon. Proceed to enter the pipe behind me." You find the pipe and go down it. After going through the pipe, you land in a room that has a lot of electrical machines in it. In front of you is a kid, again 13 years old. You talk to the kid and he says, "Hello, I'm Yuval. Me and the champion are best friends, so he gave me a spot in the Elite Four. You're a challenger, right? Let's battle!" The battle begins. Yuval sends out his level 64 Togedemaru. Togedemaru knows Nuzzle to paralyze you, Zingzap for some stab, Grass Knot for ground types, Thief for, honestly, I got nothing. Well, Togedemaru's ability is Sturdy, and its item is an air balloon. But after you kill the Togedemaru with fire, Yuval sends out his level 64 Wash Rotom. Rotom knows Hydro Pump and Thunderbolt for you-know-what, Will-O-Wisp to burn physical attackers, and Protect to waste a turn where you take burn damage. Rotom's ability is, you know what, research yourself. After you use Grass on Rotom, Yuval sends out his level 64 Electros with the moves Wild Charge for you-know-what, Rest to heal from recoil, Sleep Talk to attack while sleeping from rest, and Grass Knot for ground types with Mold Breaker. Again, research Electros' ability. After you beat the only fully evolved Pokemon with no weaknesses left, Yuval sends out his level 64 Heliolisk that knows Parabolic Charge for Gigavolt, Havoc, and Healing, Surf for ground types, Sandstorm for Sand Veil, and Dragon Pulse because it can't learn moves that are super effective against fighting. Yeah. Heliolisk's ability was stated before, and its item was heavily hinted at. After you punch Heliolisk in the face, you left Yuval with only one Pokemon, his level 66 Ampharos, or rather Mega Ampharos, which knows Thunder for you-know-what, Rain Dance for Thunder, Dragon Pulse for you-know-what, and Thunder Wave to paralyze. Ampharos' ability is Static. Mega Ampharos' ability is Mold Breaker. And the item is not a mystery. But you beat Ampharos with mere hypothermia, which means Yubal is defeated and says, "Well done, you're good at battles. Go down the pipe to the to the final Elite Four member." And so you do. After, quote, going down the pipe to the final Elite Four member, you end up in a room resembling a dojo with one student. You walk toward him and he says, "Hello, I'm Yoel. I'm close friends with the champion and with the lab. Can I assume you're a challenger? If so, let's fight." The battle begins! Yoel starts with a level 64 Abominable that knows Ice Hammer for the S word, Power Punch for the S word and to raise attack, Flamethrower, Earthquake for fire and steel types, and Thief for psychic types and items. Crabominable has the ability Iron Fist for the stab moves. But after you kill Crabominable with one of its many weaknesses, Yoel sends out his level 64 Scrafty that knows Brick Break and Crunch for the thingy, Stone Edge for flying types, and Poison Jab for fairies. Scrafty's ability is Moxie. After punching Scrafty in the face, you face off against Yoel's level 64 Beware that knows Hammer Arm for the thingy, Earthquake because it's strong, Rock Slide for fire types, and Double Team to be annoying. Beware has the ability and item Klutz and Toxic Orb, respectively. After you blast Beware with a moon, Yoel sends out his level 64 Como with the moves Clinging Scales for, Focus Blast for all-out pummeling, Flamethrower for ice types, Flash Cannon for fairies, the ability Bulletproof, and the item Fighting Mume Z. After you Psychic Como, Yoel sends out his level 66 Lucario. Wait, are you sure? Yeah. With a Lucarionite. With the moves Brick Break and Metal Claw for, Earthquake for fire types, and Stone Edge for, stuff. And the ability Steadfast pre-Mega Evolution / Adaptability post-Mega Evolution. You beat Yoel and he says, "Good job. Now enter the pipe to get to the champion room." This takes way less time to record than to script. This took me days to script. You go down the pipe to what seems like the first room. The one before the legs. But with me in it. You talk to me and I say, "You must be good to reach me all the way here. But you'll find that I'm stronger than the Elite Four. Oh, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Or, the champion. Let's battle." By the way, I forgot to say that the champion team is heavily based on my moon team, and thus I won't be saying the reasons for each group. The battle begins! I send out my level 68 Alolan Marowak called Dead Skull, with the moves Shadow Bone, Flare Blitz, Earthquake, and Swords Dance, the item Thick Club, and the ability Rockhead. After you bite Dead Skull, I send out my level 68 Tsarina called Queen Russia. Queen Russia has the moves U-Turn, Rapid Spin, Trap Kick, and High Jump Kick, the item Miracle Seed, and the ability Queenly Majesty. I didn't call it Queen Russia to offend anyone. I just called it that because Tsarina, if I'm getting this correctly, literally means queen in Russian. So that's it. After you kill Queen Russia with fire, I send out my level 68 Midnight Lycanroc called Werewolf, with the moves Rock Slide, Brick Break, Crunch, and Stone Edge, the ability Vital Spirit, and the item Assault Vest. After drowning Werewolf, you have to face off against my Mega Alakazam, called It's Over 5,000! Just one word without an apostrophe and with an exclamation point. A reference to its IQ being over 5,000. It's over 5,000! Nell's Psychic, Focus Blast, Energy Ball, and Charge Beam. It's over 5,000! Has the ability Magic Guard pre-Mega Evolution and Trace post-Mega Evolution. After you defeat It's Over 5,000 with any physical move with over 40 base power, I send out my female Toucannon called Cannet. Cannet has the moves Steel Wing, Brick Break, Bullet Seed, and Beak Blast, the item Sharp Beak, and the ability Keen Eye. After beating Cannet by stoning it, you leave me no choice but to send out my male Primarina. I never stated my Pokemon's levels after Werewolf. It's Over 5,000 is level 68, and Cannet is level 68, and Leo, my male Primarina, if I didn't say that, is level 70. With the moves Ice Beam, Sparkling Aria, Aqua Jet, and Moon Blast, the items Primarium Z, and the ability Torrent. After beating you, I say, you see, I told you I was stronger than the Elite Four. But if you win, I say, congratulations, champion. Come with me. I walk you to the pipe behind me. After going down it, we end up in a room with many pictures and a machine with 6 holes that seem to be for putting in Pokeballs. You put your Pokeballs in the machine, and pictures of your Pokemon start hopping into a picture above the machine. After all your Pokemon are in, a picture of you hops in. Amazing scripting, I must say. This seems like a good point to end the video. Happy birthday to my mom! This video comes out on my mom's birthday. If you like this video, you could press a certain button that has a thumb that may or may not be up and watch my other videos. If you like them, you could press a certain other button that may or may not be red with the word subscribe on it. And if you press that button, you should follow me on a certain social media that may or may not have a bird as its mascot. MC or Charmander, link in the description. Well, that's all I have for now. So, keep eating chocolate, and may the Charmander be with you.